This is Dominic Verdeen with IFL TV in association with NTK Global, here with Michael Conlan. There you go. Michael, you're turning pro on March 17th, St. Patty's in New York.
Yeah.
You're an amateur standout who's turning professional, and you're leading the entire card.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I think, it just makes sense. It's St. Patrick's Day, it's New York. I'm Irish. It's going to be crazy. It's going to sell out also. So, I'm bringing an awful lot of people from Ireland. I think we've already done over 3,500 to 4,000 tickets, and it only holds 5,000. And I think most of them are from Ireland. So, I feel that I think it just makes sense. And, I don't think it would have happened with any other promoters than Top Rank. So I got to thank my team and Top Rank for giving me this opportunity.
It's amazing that you are the main event. Talk to us about getting signed with an American promoter, Top Rank.
I think I had a lot of offers on the table, and I had a lot of options. I could have went anywhere. I could have stayed home in the UK, made a lot of money, and been comfortable. But I feel to be the best in the world, I needed to come here. I needed to come to LA and train, and I need to fight out of America, because I feel that even the journeymen in America are a lot tougher. They're like prospects at home. So I feel it's a step in class coming here. I definitely feel it when I'm training, and when sparring and stuff. I feel it's a different kind of caliber. So I thought it was just said to my manager Matthew Magran and the rest of the team, MPK, and we spoke about it. And we thought that this was the best option for me, and we made the decision. We spoke with Top Rank, they came with the best deal, and it was an easy option.
Talk to us about that controversial loss against that Russian fighter during the Olympics.
Things happen. It's boxing. It wouldn't be the first time it happened. And I'm sure as hell it won't be the last. It's happened to any boxer, amateur boxer. It was this time. It was done. It has happened to me a few times in my career. I've only had 14 losses in the amateurs, so the times that happened to me, I didn't do nothing. It happened on the biggest stage in the world, in front of the biggest amateur boxing audience in the world, and it took away my dream of being an Olympic champion. It's the only reason I stayed an extra 4 years after London 2012 when I got bronze. So I felt I just needed to do something and stand up for every single boxer who's going to follow in my footsteps and want to be an Olympic champion. So their dreams aren't ruined, and hopefully I've done something that can change for the future.
You haven't had your first fight as a professional.
Yeah.
However, you are already a born star.
Yeah.
You think you would have been a bigger star had you won the Olympic gold, or is it because you flipped off the judges?
I definitely think that it has played a part. Media ways, the much media attention I've got after doing this, I don't think I would have got it. I think I would have got an awful lot still if I had won the gold, but I don't think I would have had as much attention as what I've got now.
What went through your mind when you flipped off the judges? It was
just natural.
Just a reaction.
It was just reaction. My first thought was to attack one of them, but I can't do that. It's illegal. So
Yeah, of course. Smart man.
And boxing teaches you to be disciplined, so it got to that point where I didn't want to be disciplined, and I couldn't go too far. So I just had to tell them go fuck themselves, and that's as simple as that. So pardon my French, what I'm saying, but that's as simple as what it was. They stole a dream which I've had since I was a kid, since I started watching boxing. I watched the 2000 and 2004 Olympics, watched Amir and and stuff.
Yes.
And that's what made me want to be a boxer. Well, I was already boxing, but it made me want to be an Olympic level boxer. And then in 2012 when I won the bronze, I could have went pro then. I could have easily went pro then, but I felt that staying the next 4 years and I'd be a search for gold, which I was favourite for gold, and what happened, and I was heartbroken.
We have so many Irish fighters coming out here to America. We have another fighter here by the name of Jason Quigley. He is a middleweight prospect, or perhaps a middleweight contender. He's going to be fighting Glenn Tapia on March 23rd. What do you think of Jason as a fighter?
Yeah, I've been on the same amateur team for Jason for many, many years. I think he's a fantastic fighter, very, very skilled, very precise in his work. So, Jason can go all the way. He's been managed right, and his opponents have been picked right to this point. The perfect matchmaking for him, and I feel he's in a good position now. I think if he beats Ben Tapia, who can he fight next? Can he fight Mu or Stevenson, or can he fight Hassan Nadan? I don't know, but I think one of them names will have to be next for him, and I think in the next year, maybe this time next year, he could be fighting for a title. Even possibly the end of this year,
right.
If it's right, if he gets the right fights until then, he could be in the position to fight for titles.
For some of the American fight fans that don't know who Michael Conlan is, walk us through your style.
I think I'm a box fighter. I'm a slick fighter who can switch hit. I've been switch hitting all my career, so it's just natural to me. And I can box in the front foot, I can box the back foot. I can pretty much do anything, I feel, and that's not being cocky. That's just my style.
Right.
I can fight any way I want. I've had a great amateur career, but now I know it's time for the professional career, and I feel that I'm with the right team, and I'm going to take off and take over professional boxing.
Do you feel it's going to be difficult or any different making that transition from amateur to pro?
No, I fought in the World Series of Boxing.
Okay, with no headgear.
Yeah, no headgear, 5 rounds. I fought, I'm not sure, but around 12 fights, I think, or maybe a wee bit less, I'm not too sure, but I fought an awful lot of times in that, so I'm used to the longer distance and the no headgears and stuff. So, it's going to be a natural transition, and the amateur game has kind of changed over the last 4 years. Through the kind of professional stage, professional scoring, the headgears have gone. So I feel that it's not going to be as hard as a transition as most amateurs in the past would.
Right.
So I feel I'm in a good position.
And what have you learned being here in the States, being here in America? Have they implemented a different style to your boxing?
I don't think we're not going to change anything. We're just going to add, just the little small things, sitting down in the punches a bit more, taking the time a bit more, not fighting at as high a pace. As an amateur, you're fighting at a sprint, and pro boxing is a marathon over the longer distance. So, I feel that I feel that I've learned an awful lot coming here. Just the little small things, small adjustments, nothing changing, but just small adjustments.
I read an article where you talked about wanting to fight Carl Frampton in the future. What do you think of Carl Frampton as a fighter and as a person?
I think Carl is an unbelievable fighter, an even better person. In the future is definitely a fighter I want, as we're both from Belfast. There's nothing there but that. That's just the fight I want because it's an all Belfast matchup, and you need the kind of local rivalries.
Right.
I feel that will be a fight that will make both of us a lot of money, and that's probably the reason I want it in the future. But I think Carl's a fantastic fighter. He lost against Leo. Was it last weekend?
Yes.
But it was a great fight. It was a very, very tough fight. I didn't think Leo could change and have a different game plan like he did. So I predicted Carl would win, and I was wrong. So I still think he's a great fighter, and I think if they fight again, he'll adjust this time, and I think he'll change up and he could win.
Carl Frampton was just given Fighter of the Year by Ring Magazine. Is it difficult to receive such an award and then lose your next fight?
I say for him personally, it's been tough.
Yeah.
I have his first loss also. And after getting the Fighter of the Year, and he's won every award there is to win, really. Like this year, of all the boxing raiders, of all like the local at home, all the stuff in Ireland, all the sports awards, he's won the personality awards, and for him to lose, I think it would be quite tough, and he's got to just think back on last year, and it's to say you're only as good as your last fight, but I'm sure he'll come back a lot stronger and he'll get the victory again.
You've been bestowed a lot of accolades, as much as an amateur can receive. Is this a great start to your professional career?
I think it's the perfect start. Coming out here, I feel it's going to be a better fighter. But then you look at my professional debut, it's going to be a Madison Square Garden, St. Patrick's Day.
That's amazing.
Topping the bill. Which fighter really does that? Who tops the bill on their first fight, and especially on their national bank holiday? It's like a Mexican fighter fighting on Cinco de Mayo, topping the bill on their debut. So I'm honoured, and for it to be an arena like Madison Square Garden, you can't really get much better. So no, it's something I'm really looking forward to, and I think it's going to be a great night. The Irish are going to come out in their thousands, as always, and support. So, I'm really thankful for the fans, and I know I have the weight of a nation behind me, willing me on and hoping I do well. So it is what it is, and we're going to take over.
Now, are you going to be competing at junior featherweight, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Do you know who the opponent is?
22. Yeah, I think it's a guy called Timmy Barra, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's 4-4. 6-round fight.
Are you doing a 6-rounder? Okay.
Yeah, straight in 6 rounds. I'm comfortable doing that. I don't care. I haven't watched any of Timmy Barra yet. I leave it to the coaches. I'll just go in and get the job done. It doesn't matter who's in front of me. It's just another body, another person.
Mm-hmm.
I have no ill feelings towards him. I'm not listening to anything he's saying, or if he's thinking he's going to beat me. That stuff doesn't come into my mind. I'm just going in to do a job. There's no hard feelings with me. I'll go in, get the job done, get out, get ready for the next one, get that done till I win a title. And then I'll start to think who I want and what's next.
One of my final questions. You're here at the Rock Gym in Carson, California. You have fighters such as Jesse Magdaleno, who's the WBO junior featherweight, or you can say super bantamweight champion. Then you also have Oscar Valdez, who's the WBO featherweight champion. How much have you learned from those guys?
Yeah, I've learned an awful lot just watching them spar. We haven't got in the ring yet together, as they both seem to be a bit overweight. But once they're down on the weight, we'll get some sparring, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think both are fantastic fighters. Both are around my weight division. Both are probably the reason I came to this gym as well. I want to get in with that type of fighter, and surround yourself with the champions, and you'll become a champion. And that's what I feel. So I feel that going in with these guys is going to bring me on an awful lot. Just watching them brings me on, and they're where I want to be, and I will be in the next 2 years.
Now, where can they follow you on social media? Do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah,
Instagram?
But, everything's the same. Twitter, Instagram, everything. It's all just Mick, M-I-C-K, Conlan, C-O-N-L-A-N, 11. Mick Conlan 11 on all social media. That's me. Follow me there. See you
All right.
there.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, man.